Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to play East Asheville hardware, and I'm learning it as I go, so I'm just going to hit stop every 10-20 seconds or so I can hear it, and then I'll come back on. Alright, so the first part is, this is drop D by the way. The first part is basically just a D chord up here, and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, and then it goes up to the 5th fret of your 6th string. Just plays that by itself and then plays the 3rd and 4th string together like this. So you're going, and then back to the D, does it again, back to this, back to the D, and it goes to an A sus. So the A sus is like an A chord with your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, or the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then to the A chord. So let's get up to that point. So we've got, and here comes the B minor, just a B minor bar chord, and then let go of that middle finger to make it a B sus, and then A, and then he catches this G chord. So the way you play the G is you got your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, and then you have just this G triad. So on the 4th string you've got 5, and then 4, and then 3. So it lines up like that. And this is an E minor. So it's just like you'd play an E minor, but you also have your middle finger on the 6th string because of the way the guitar is tuned. And then I forgot what's next, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing that I had was the E minor. So it's just 3 fingers on your 6th, 5th, 4th string. There's that E minor we had. Then he goes to an A, and then he goes to the, this is an F sharp minor chord. So you got your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 6th string, and then you're going to bar your 2nd fret. And then it goes to the B minor. On this B minor you're not going to bar, so you can grab the open string on the 1st, right there. And then he has an open bass line on the A, and then this is where it starts picking up into the East Asheville hardware. So he's got a, basically your 3rd finger is going to be on the, or you're playing the 3rd fret basically on the 6th string, so that's an F. And the other strings are open, so you're going to strum 4, 3, and 2, open, while you hold down that 3rd fret on the 6th string. This is where it gets fast. And there's down half a step, the same open strings, then it goes to an A riff. So what you're doing here is playing basically an A chord. But what I like to do is use my 3rd and 4th finger on the 4th and 2nd string, and you're going to play. And he stays here, and then he gets into the rest of the song where it picks up from there. So again, this part, I got 4th and 2nd string on the 2nd fret. I slide my 3rd finger up to the 4th fret, put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and slide my 3rd finger up again to the 5th fret, and then my pinky is on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then I'm going to figure the rest out. Be right back. Okay, and then to me, kind of like the main verse picks up from here. So this is where he starts saying, going to East Asheville hardware. So he starts with that G chord that we had before. So it's your 5th fret on the 6th string, and then again it's your 4th fret, or sorry, 4th string, 5th fret, and then you just make a diagonal line. So it's 5, 4, 3, just like an F chord, but you're up a whole step. So you got your 3rd finger here, and then your pinky, middle finger, or you can use your thumb too if you like, either way on this. Okay, so he starts playing, and then down to a D chord, that open 6th string, and then he plays an A, and then that B minor bar chord, and then back to the G, and the D, and this time he's going to go to a diminished chord. So this is an A sharp fully diminished 7. So what this is your first finger goes on the 5th string of the 1st fret. Your third finger is on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Then you have an open 3rd string, and then your pinky is on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Okay, now I'm going to get back to this chord. So we arrived to this chord first of all by starting on the G and D. And then there's that A sharp diminished, and this leads into your B minor bar chord. And then it goes back to the G again, the D, A sharp diminished, and then your B minor. And I forgot what's next, so I'm going to listen. I'll be right back. Okay, so after we played that B minor, then it kind of changes around a little bit. It starts walking up with an E minor chord starting. So there's those 3 fingers again. You got your 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, all on the 2nd fret. And then it goes up to that F sharp minor that we had before. So I got my 4th fret on the 6th string, 4th fret on the 5th string, and then I bar those 3 strings, 4, 3, and 2 on the 2nd fret. So I'm going to start back over again on this section. So I got the E minor, F sharp minor, and then the G, and then the A sus. And then from here, it starts back with the G chord again. But instead of going like down to the D like we were doing a minute ago, he actually starts walking backwards. So I need to warn this part. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the part I was just talking where he starts walking down. So we're going to start on that G chord again. So the same one we've always been doing here. And F sharp minor, same one we've done before. Okay, now here's a little bit different. He plays an E minor 7. So the way you're getting this is your middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and then your 3rd finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So I strum the 6, and then 4, 3, and 2, and then you go to an A7, just a regular A7. And then he goes to the D. So I'm going to start again at this new section. So I'm starting on the G, F sharp minor, E minor 7, A7, and then the D. And then he goes to that A sharp diminished that we had before, and then the B minor bar chord. And then he goes down to, I'm not sure, I gotta listen to it, be right back. Right, okay, so we had, first of all, the last 2 chords before I stopped. We had the A sharp diminished, and then B minor, and then you're back to that E minor 7 that we just learned with your middle finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So he just plays like this. Oops. Don't hit that 5th string, otherwise it'll sound like this. We don't want to hear the 5th string, so strum the 6th string, and then the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then the A7. So I'm going to do that again, starting from basically the A sharp diminished to the B minor, and then he goes to the E minor 7 and the A7. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back on that G chord. F sharp minor, E minor 7, A7, D, back to the G, F sharp minor. This time stay on the E minor 7 for a minute, and then the A. Sorry, I didn't mean to play the A sus, it should have just been an A. So the last one again was just stay on the E minor 7 for an extra 2 beats, and then the A7. And then it goes to the A sharp diminished 7, B minor. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is back there where we start on the A sharp diminished. This is where he says, from that old wooden door. So you got A sharp diminished, B minor, and he grabs quickly just the A minor 7 once for 1 and then the A7, and then to the D, and then he does that progression again, starting on A sharp diminished, B minor, but this time he hangs out on the E minor 7 for a little bit longer, and then to the A. Be right back. Alright, and then he's back up on that G chord again, and he's going to start descending those chords like we did before. So we got a G, F sharp, E minor 7, A 7, and then the D, and then the A sharp, diminished, B minor, and then he's going to go to this E minor 7 again. And this time when he goes to the A, he plays this little riff where he goes. So the way I do that is I'm hammering on the 3rd string, 2nd to 4th fret, and then you hammer on the 2nd string open to the 2nd fret. And you're trying to do that within an A chord. So the way I'm playing is I'm barring an A right here, hammering off my pinky, and then rearranging my fingers so I can hammer on that 2nd string. Okay, so this is basically the line where he says, sure, there's things you'll have to find like pennies or something like that. Sears, yeah, pennies, loaves, I don't know, pennies and Sears. But anyways, you're back on the G chord. This is the last time we're going to play this progression until it goes into like the final end of the song. So we got the G again, and then to the F sharp minor, E minor 7, A 7, and then the D. And then he starts going, go to East Asheville Hardware, and the chords kind of spread out a little bit. So I'm going to figure that out, and I'll be right there. Alright, here's the last part of the song. So let's see if I can get to the end here. Alright, so we're back on that G chord again. But now he's playing it for like a full major. So he's going. And then you got that F sharp minor again. And this time he kind of like does this little pattern where he'll play like 6 and 4. 5 and 3, 4 and 2, and then 3 and 1. So he'll start out playing again on that G chord, the F sharp minor, and then this next chord is kind of cool. He's got his 3rd fret on the 6th string, 3rd fret on the 5th string, and then open 4th string, middle finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and then your 1st finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. So it sounds like this. And then he goes back to that E minor 7, but this time he puts the pinky on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then the same thing with the A. Notice I didn't move those fingers at all. They stay there from the E minor 7 to the A7 sus. And now we have an A minor 7 with the D in the bass. This is the very end of the song. Pull off that 2nd or the 1st finger. Then right back on the D chord. Alright, that's all the song, and all those tiny little parts.